Hey guys, Shane Musa here. This is how to survive your first night in Minecraft. Okay, wrong word. Alright, so this is how to survive your first night. We shall make a new world called, I don't know, show maybe? Alright, create world. So it builds a terrain and this basically gets the world started, which takes a little while. Alright, so when you start a world, you would preferably want to stand still and not do anything, because it does need to randomly generate a new world, which means that it will have some lag. Alright, so why don't we go up the top of this hill, or sand dune, as some people may like to call it. Alright, so this is sand. Now sand is a raw source that when you place it from a high distance, no, where's a good example? Alright, so we'll make it there just to show you. So if you place it, it will fall because of gravity. And over here we have some cobblestone, which is your main use raw material, and it makes basically about anything apart from things that wood would make. Right, this is dirt. Now with dirt, unlike sand, gravity for some reason has no effect on it. Because with sand, as I showed you before, but I will show you again, it falls. Now sand can be good for when you fall off or when you need to get down off a cliff, because you can place a block and it will fall. Alright, so why don't we go find some trees. Oh, there we go. Alright, so to start off with, we want to get a lot of tree trunks. Now tree trunks is a raw material which can give you lots of things. Well, you can make lots of things out of it. Alright, so we want around 16 to 20 pieces of tree trunks. Now it does sound like a lot, but it actually doesn't take that long to get. So far we have 4. So we'll just get 16. Right, now here's an example. When a tree trunk is taken out of the tree, first of all you need to take all of it out of the tree. The tree leaves will fall off and start to disappear. Now when they disappear, if you're lucky, they will give you saplings. Now saplings, basically if you plant them, they will grow another tree. Where's it? This one didn't give us any saplings. Selfish tree. Alright, now a good tip for cutting down trees is sometimes the trees are out of your reach. So what I like to do is leave the bottom one so you can jump on it, go up the top, on top of it, and basically cut the tree from there. Oh, but that one didn't really need to. Alright, this is a cow. Now when you hit cows, when you kill a cow, I'm trying to show people, it will sometimes give you a cowhide, which you make armor out of. Anyway, like I was saying before, when you demolish a tree trunk, the leaves will disappear, and it will give you a sapling. Now saplings, when you place on the ground, they look like that, but they will eventually grow. Ooh, look, that was a nice tree. Okay, so this is a tree, but it has extensions of wood, so you can hit it, but it's not a whole new tree trunk. It's just basically think of it as branches. Could help. Yet again, leaving the bottom trunk out so you can step on top of it, and cutting the rest of the tree down. Alright, so now we have 16, we might as well just cut the rest of the tree down, and we should end up, look, even with the extra block it's still too high, so you might, oh look, there are 2 extra blocks. Alright, so just take those 2 down, and with wood, if you go into your inventory button, now of course your person won't look like this. I have just downloaded a skin to look like that. Anyway, if you put the wood in any one of these blocks, it will turn into wooden planks. Now one wood will give you 4 wooden planks, so we just take that out. The fast way of taking them out is to just keep clicking. Now we ended up with a lot more than we needed, to be honest. Alright, but that's good, because the more you have, the merrier. Alright, now with planks of wood, if you put 1 in the bottom and 1 on top of it, it will give you 4 sticks. Now we want around 12 sticks, but more is better. Anyway, also with planks of wood, if you put 1 plank of wood in each block in your inventory, it will give you a crafting table. Now with a crafting table, when you place it, actually we might just find a good house area before we place it. Mr. Cow, where do you think a good house area is? Down there, you say? Why, thank you, good sir. Alright, so we shall go down here. Pretty open space. You do want an open space though, because it is a lot easier. Okay, so you don't really need to put it in the ground, but I just found it. Anyway, so if you put 1 stick in the bottom middle and the center of the toolbox. Now the toolbox has a 3 by 3 basis, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, if you put a stick in the middle and the bottom middle, it will give you nothing really, but if you place a plank of wood on top of it, it will give you a shovel. But then if you place a plank of wood next to the left of that, it will give you a hoe. Place another plank of wood on the right, then it will give you a pickaxe. Now pickaxes are used for mining. You can use it to hit wood. I mean, make a shovel, and then one other thing, if you place a plank of wood in the middle left box, top left box, and top middle box, it will give you an axe. Now, like in real life, with an axe it is mainly used for cutting down trees, and we shall make a hoe. Okay, now I shall demonstrate what each one of these tools do. Now a shovel is faster. Okay, it's faster than using your hand for getting wood. I mean gravel. I mean, yeah, it does do gravel, and ground and sand. Because you see how fast that went? Alright, now I'll show you with the hand. You see the difference? Anyway, an axe, on the other hand, is faster for trees. A lot faster, actually. Because you see how that went just bloop. Took a while. With an axe, it is a lot faster. See? It's already done. Now we don't exactly need this wood, but we might use it later on or something. I don't know. Alright, so we'll go back to our house area. And what you want to do basically is draw, in a way, the outside of your house by digging it out in a trench form. Oh, it's already becoming that time. Great. Right, so we'll just dig around the toolbox. I like to place the toolbox in the center of the house, preferably. Alright, so we'll go around here. Doesn't need to be much bigger than this. Alright. For the meantime, we won't worry about digging the inside out, but what you do want to do is build a 2 wall at least, and just keep building that all the way around the house. So 1 there. Now you need a right click to place dirt down, or any material. You need to right click and hold left click to delete. Okay, because if you place it down and you keep rapidly clicking, it doesn't do anything. Anyway, so we'll just build this house. Also, you do want to build a roof, and I shall show you reasons for that when monsters start coming out. Now, that over there is a sheep. If you walk up to a sheep, wait up, sheepy, don't run. If you hit a sheep, it will always give you wool, unless you've already hit them. Oh god, it's a skeleton. Right, now skeletons give you bone, and what you do with bone is either give it to a dog or turn it into bone meal. Now with bone meal, it will make plants grow faster. I know we just want to keep him out of our house. No, bye. And now just to be safe, we'll go all. Oh god, ran out. You see, now you can also make houses out of anything. So we'll just do it around there. 1, 2, 1. Okay, now we'll put it around here. I like to use wooden planks around houses because it does look a lot better than any other materials. Unless you have to build a roof. Now the reason you want to build roofs is because at night time spiders come out. Now spiders are in the daytime, but in daytime they're not as vicious. Because at night time when they see you, they will attack. Anyway, the reason you want to build a roof for spiders is because they can actually climb things without a ladder. Okay, so we'll just go around there. Alright. And we'll leave one area open and dig the rest of this house out. So we want to go there, there. Now the reason you want to leave some holes in the roof is because it generates light. And if you don't have light, then monsters will spawn. Because monsters only spawn in the dark. Now for those of you who don't know what spawning is, it is when the computer generates a creature. Anyway, so this is a nice little house. Paging. Okay, and that wraps it up for now. Thanks for watching. Shemusa out.